Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. I have voting video number 38 for you today. Or actually the second voting video today. I unexpectedly did one early this morning with Volkswagen and that had some interesting comments. 350 comments was a little more than usual. But today we're going to be discussing Prince here. And at the end I'm going to give a little update to my Monopoly video and the Rich Uncle Pennybags, or Mr. Monopoly, as he's been known since 1999. We'll have a little update of a few articles I didn't include in the first video, so I wanted to show you those. And then we're going to cover this music one. I haven't done a music one in a while. And then I have another music one. I'll do it another time. A lot of you may not know that song, but I wanted to do it anyhow because that one really trips me out. But this one here, 1984, I was 11 years old. And I remember getting this tape. And I played it over and over and over again. And I liked Prince's music. He was really big in the early 80s, mid 80s. So I've heard this song so many times. And when someone pointed this out, probably been 3-4 months ago now, I've known about this one. It just doesn't sound right at all. It doesn't fit, doesn't sound right. So please thumb this up if you remember it like I do. I'm going to play you just like a 10-second little clip here. Then I'll point out, I'll let you hear it first, and then I'll point out the change. So let's go ahead and do that now.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life.
We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. When I first heard that, I was just shaking my head. And I'd never, ever heard that before, because the beginning of this is kind of set apart from the rest of the song, which is, you know, faster beat, and it's just different. This is a slow beginning. I remember the beginning of this song. Of course I could be wrong, but this is my memory, and I'm sharing my memory with you. So if you remember him saying, we are gathered here today to celebrate this thing called life, like I do, please thumb up the video. If you remember him saying, we're gathered here today to get through this thing called life, please thumb down the video. If that's always been your memory, it seems to me like I existed in another reality where I was conscious and it was celebrate. Just like with all this other stuff. So anyhow, wanted to do the voting video on that real quick. I wanted to ask everyone if you think I should start blocking some of these people that just don't understand what's going on and they're kind of a hindrance or just a nuisance because they're not affected by the phenomenon and they just don't understand what's happening, and it's getting ridiculous to even deal with some of these people. So I'm not a big fan of blocking people. In 7 years on YouTube, I've probably blocked like a total really of like 7 people, because they were just getting way out of hand. And so it's just totally inappropriate. So I just blocked them. But I really do try to promote free speech for the most part. I mean, people can say what they want. That's why it's always suspect when you see a video, not allowed to comment, not allowed to rate the video. You see a lot of those with Mandela lately. You'll see, oh, Mandela effect debunked. And then you go, oh, I'm going to rate this. Oh, you can't. No rating. You know, you can't rate these debunkers. They're debunking it, but, you know, we're not going to let anyone vote up and down on my video here. No thumbs up, no thumb down. I don't want, well, you know, it's obvious what's happening because their videos just, it's a bunch of BS. So they get like, you know, 5 thumbs up and 50 down. So they don't want to deal with that. So you're not even allowed to vote on them. And some of them, you can't even comment. What's the point in making the video if you can't even let people comment? So anyhow, please vote on this. Celebrate, thumbs up. Get through, thumbs down. And then I wanted to give you a quick little update to the Monopoly video. Just a few little articles. You know, the Monopoly man, if you didn't see the video, I did it, I think 2 or 3 videos ago. The little Rich Uncle Pennybags never had a monocle. I always remember him having a little monocle. But apparently in this reality, he doesn't have a monocle. He's never had a monocle in this reality. And no, I'm not confusing him with the peanut. I'm thinking of Monopoly. I'm not familiar with the... I've seen the peanut planters, or I guess. I don't know. That's not what I'm confusing the Monopoly man with. Anyhow, the people who aren't experiencing this phenomenon, they like to throw whatever they can at you because they don't understand how you could have memories from another reality, which a lot of us didn't understand, wouldn't have understood that either years ago, but here we are. And so, you know, we're experiencing this real phenomenon, and I think I want to point out something real quick. I don't think things are changing. I don't think the Bibles are changing in the middle of the night. The words are changing. No one's going around changing letters on buildings. And the change is happening within each and one of us. It has to do with our consciousness. That's my opinion. You can disagree with that. That's fine. That's my opinion. I've done videos on it, and I probably will do more in the future. So somewhere, the Monopoly guy is wiping a tear off of his Wii monocle. 2007 article. A debit card, go directly to jail. So missing Monopoly money. So whatever this is about. And I wanted to point out this one here. It's a Japanese economist in the New World Monopoly champion. And it says here, Mr. Monopoly, the game's trademark figure, and an actual Mr. Monopoly with the bushy white mustache and monocle looked on. Oh, the writer of this article in 2000 remembered a monocle. And then we have this advertisement from 2007. I love the 80s toys. So they're saying coming back, Hot Wheels, Legos, Barbie. We get to Monopoly, Hasbro, 1935, the monocled capitalist who represents this game of real estate mastery has long been a household figure. Well, not in this reality, but in the reality that the writer here experienced, he was a household figure. Allison Lapp. Household figure for Allison and for me and my family, but apparently in this reality never was. So that's it. Please vote on Prince. Just wanted to give a little update here on the Monopoly video. I hope everyone's doing well. So that's it.